1st of 2026. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Elkhart Parks and Recreation Board for the month of April. Can I have a roll call, please?
Good afternoon. We have 3 Park Board members within the City Council chambers. In the absence of President Bill Murray, Vice President Isaac Torres Villa will preside. I will begin roll call. Nikisha Elena Alexis.
I am here.
Shelby Cook.
Here.
Isaac Torres Villa.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Great, thank you. I need a motion to amend the agenda to take up the use and event permit item before the new business matters. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Oh, I think I need to make a motion.
You're right. Can I have a motion, please?
I move that we amend the agenda.
A second?
Motion passes.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, we'll go ahead and need a motion to approve the agenda. Could I get a motion?
Motion.
I second that we approve the agenda as amended.
Great. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Motion carries. Fantastic. All right, I'd like to open privilege of the floor for any non-agenda items. Please make sure to sign in at the podium. Anyone on WebEx? Nope. All righty. I will now close the privilege of the floor. All right. To the minutes here. I need a motion to approve and place on file the minutes of March 17th, 2026.
I motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
Great. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Great. All those opposed? Perfect. Motion carries. Thank you. All right. This month, we have claims of $275,000, $396.39. Does the board have any questions?
My only quick question, so it says here, trash cans and benches are categories under small tools, minor equipment, but this is under a pretty big line item.
Mhm.
Why was this, under coded as small tools rather than like capital equipment, things like that?
So I'm Nicole Wright. I'm the account specialist for the Parks and Recreation. Nice to meet you this time. I'm sure Jameson maybe can answer that one. As far as it not being capital, it's not really a big capital project. It's more like maintaining our product as far as benches and picnic tables if they, they wear and tear.
Understood, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Does Jason have anything to add?
Anything to add? Any other questions?
I did have one more question.
I was just going to say that it is a reclassification of line items from the controller's office. It used to say small capital, and now they've just reclassified it under that. But essentially, it's a threshold of items like that are typically under $5,000 in value.
Understood. My other small question, though, what were there specific locations that got these benches, trash cans? Was that necessary information to even?
Yeah, so we have targeted the parks as an overall system for these. The Rangers had really done us a solid and went through and identified and categorized and analyzed all of the trash cans, picnic tables, and benches throughout the parks that would need to be replaced. And so this has been an ongoing multi-year effort to update our amenities throughout the parks so that they are comfortable and stable and secure, not allowing us to be liable, but also putting our best foot forward.
Understood. Thank you.
That feels good. I had a question about the small tools also. I was like, that looks like a big tool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
No.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I need a motion to approve and place on file financial claims of $275,396.39.
I move that we accept the financial claims as they are presented.
A second.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Aye. Great. All right, on to donations. We have a donation of $500. We're incredibly grateful to Ruth Muir FDN Inc. for their contribution of $500 as it allows us to host free community events to our citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ruth.
I do need a motion to approve the donations in the amount of $500.
I move that we accept the donations from the Ruth Mayer Foundation with thanks. Oh, except Rose is coming up.
And a
Okay.
second.
Second, fantastic. All those in favor, say aye.
Yes.
Yes, great. Perfect. Well, we're here for our use and event permits. What's that? Okay. Okay. We can go ahead and we'll go ahead and motion to discuss and approve prior discussing the permits. Could I get a motion?
I think so. Well, are we doing, is there a resolution? Have a resolution in your packet next?
I believe there's an amendment.
Oh, okay, got it. Sorry. Yep.
Any questions on the amendment?
Oh, I don't know. I'm here to talk about a resolution. Is there an amendment?
I believe there's an amendment, correct?
Yes. There was an amendment to the agenda of moving the use and event permit
Oh,
item
to
before.
the top?
Yes.
Oh, well, let me get out of your way. so I can do that.
Thank you.
You ready for me?
Yes,
All right, I will sign in.
please and thank you. Hello.
Okay,
Hi.
my name is Janelle Most. I am from the Oslo branch of the Elkhart Public Library. And we would again like to use part of Walker Park for our Fun in the Sun event on June 1st. This is a family event, and we just don't quite have enough space on our library property. And since we're adjacent, it makes it really convenient if we can use that part of Walker Park. So the popcorn, the Kona ice, the book bus, all of those things are actually on our property in our parking lot. And then the part of Walker Park we're going to set up different stations for activities for families. We'll either do a parachute game or water game, depending on the weather. Plinko, a ball toss this year, obstacle course. We have a cool ring toss going into a kiddie pool. We'll have yard tic-tac-toe, frisbee throw, and a bubble station. We also have a door prizes we give away every year. Last year, it expanded more than our wildest dream. We had around 400 people. So yes, so provided that we don't have foul weather
Yeah.
or more wildfires in Canada that reduce our air quality,
Oh, dear.
we will plan on using Walker Park if you approve that. And we also ask that you waive the fee.
Okay.
Okay? Is there any other information you would like?
No,
other
just
questions
good
from
to see. I feel good to see you all again, and I'm glad that it worked out so well last year.
Oh, it was wonderful. The day was perfect. It was sunny. We had a little breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Mhm.
Awesome. All those in favor of approving the use of Walker Park for the Fun in the Sun on June 1st?
Mhm.
I move that we approve the permit for the Walker Park Fun in the Sun.
And a second.
All right, all those in favor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much. All righty. Go on to new business matters. We have first the resolution for the Studebaker pickleball
We're
court.
still under the use and event permits. Next would be the flags from the heart.
Change. Oh, yes, correct. Mr. Marlin, please.
Okay, my name is Marlon Culp. I'm with the Elkhart Lions Club, and we're here to ask for permission to allow us to use Lundquist Bicentennial Park for our Flags from the Heart program. This is our 20th year that we're doing this program. We display flags in honor of veterans or friends or family members or whatever. We would be using it over Memorial Day weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Start somewhere around 8 o'clock and setting things up on Saturday, and hope to be out of there by somewhere around 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon.
Excellent. Any questions?
This isn't necessarily an event that people come to per se. They come and it's like a come and view type of
Oh,
thing.
yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, we've asked for a couple of golf carts so we can take the elderly people around. We make a circle out of the flags.
Okay.
We set them up. We set them up on Saturday morning.
Got it.
And then people come and they'll walk through and they want to know where their flag's at, where their dedication. We put a dedication on the flag itself so they can see. And we just do them by alphabetical order.
Makes sense. Okay.
And we used to do it down on what I call a grassy knoll, but can't do that anymore. So now we've been at Lundquist Park for, I think the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
How many people do you normally see during this event?
Last year, I think we hung 220 some flags.
Okay.
You never know from year to year how it goes, how people go, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, I have applications with me.
No more questions?
Any other questions?
Oh, no, I don't have any other questions. Thank you.
Great. All right. All those in favor of approving Flags from the Heart, signify by saying aye.
Yes. Oh, and we do get a motion to,
Motion to approve?
yeah,
I motion to approve the flags.
second.
Great. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Ideal Beach Triathlon.
My name is John Finkenbinder. I'm representing Tri-Michiana. We were hoping to request Ideal Beach to have I'm going to say this is the 14th year for for the triathlon. It'll be held on June 27th. We had about 100 participants last year,
Oh, my word.
which was great. A little lower than what we've had in years past, but it's building. In fact, we've got a lot this year already signed up a little bit ahead of schedule. So we got a lot, which is great. Yeah, and we'd love to have the event.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Awesome.
If you have any questions.
No questions on mine.
None related to the permit.
No questions.
No question? Okay. Could I get a motion to approve the Ideal Beach Triathlon use and event permit?
I motion to approve the Ideal Beach Triathlon.
And I'll second.
Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Righty. Riverside Bible Church Children's Carnival.
I'm Pastor Joe Rager at Riverside Bible Church, and we have done this carnival off-site for the last couple of years, and it's been a great success for our church. And we decided that we would, since we've adopted Weston Park, which is right across the street from our church, that if we could have permission to put this carnival on in the park for the neighborhood. And so that's what we'd like to do. I do have a layout of what that park would look like, if anybody would like to look at that.
Yes, I'd love to.
Right. It might be actually.
I think it's on the packet already. Yeah.
Mhm.
Take a look at it. Wonderful.
Yay.
The numbers represent booths of games that would be all the way around the park. And it'd be just like a carnival, kids carnival. There'll be face painting and there'll be registration and some music. Across the street at our church parking lot would be where we would serve food and prizes for the games that they win. They get tickets, they go get prizes. it's a great time.
What's the obstacle course like?
It'll be very easy, but it'll be like climbing over hay bales and underneath string crawling and, you know, things like that.
Did you say easy?
Yeah, what?
And then see me climbing over some hay bales. So,
We'll make them walk over a little swimming pool on a plank, but we'll make it interesting. Yeah.
oh, wonderful.
The only question I have, so I saw here that it's the noise exception is checked. And it says, you know, we'll advertise to the neighborhood. What exactly does advertise to? Is it door hangers? Is it just going door to door?
Yeah, we'll just go door to door and make at least first couple blocks around the church aware that we're having this event.
Makes sense.
It's in July, so we got plenty of time to make them aware, and so that was the plan.
Understood.
What's been the reception there in the past?
This would be the first time we've done it in the park. Now,
Right.
we've done it
Right.
off-site for our church the last 2 years, and it's been great.
Perfect. All right. Can I get a motion to approve the use of the park for Riverside Bible Church Children's Carnival?
A motion to approve the use of the park for Riverside Bible Church Children's Carnival.
And I will second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Awesome. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. El Llanito, number 2, número 2. Hi,
Hi, good afternoon.
good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
No. We're for El Llanito number 2. We want to see if you could just give us permission to sell at the Studebaker in the park for like soccer season that's coming up.
Okay. My first question is for our team here. Do we know how many food trucks are allowed at a time during an event like that?
So normally it's whoever comes to park board and asks, we will be supplying one of our own occasionally because we do have our own food truck that we'll be taking out. But if they come and ask park board for permission, we do allow some to go out there.
So more than one are allowed?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
great.
they have to get park board approval to sell and health code permission as well.
Great.
Understood.
Did you have a question?
No questions from me.
Okay. The other question that I had was for the soccer season, do you mean for a specific league or just in general for any soccer events there?
Just in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
It's on Saturdays and
Yeah.
Sundays? Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I need a motion to approve El Llanito 2 to have a food truck present at Studebaker on Saturdays and Sundays for the soccer season. Can I get a motion?
I move that we approve the food trucks for the whole season. Thank you.
Thank you.
I second.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
See.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
My dad has another question.
Yes.
Dile que hay como lo estamos vendiendo, hay más personas que están vendiendo sin permiso, que se puede mandar más seguridad para que haya más control.
That last year we went to sell there and he said that there were other people selling food but without permission. What can he do there? Like, do you guys send security or
That's a great
we need to let you guys know, or how does that work?
Yes, so we usually have the park rangers go out so that they can let them know that they need a permit for that.
Does it happen often?
Well, yeah, last year that we went, yes. Like every time we went to there at the park, there were other people selling without permission.
Venden cerveza.
And also beer they were
Ooh.
selling.
That's a big one. Okay. Any questions or follow-ups on that? Jameson?
Yeah, no, they cannot be selling beer. So, if that is happening, do let us know, and we will try to send a ranger over there. There is a after hours line, non-emergency for the city that we work through. Dispatch is what it's called. So you are welcome to get that number from one of the associates there, and they can provide that with you. So if you see that happening, you can say, you know, we need just to give a heads up, and we'll alert dispatch that could happen on the weekends. But we'll make sure that our rangers are having a patrol out there as well. But if there's a certain time or day that's happening, please communicate with Diana, our front staff, and then we'll be able to work with them to make sure that doesn't happen. There has been a lot of trash there, and this would be a likely source of that. So we would love to crack down on the beer.
Okay, sounds good.
And also you can tell them, perhaps they don't know that they need a permit.
Okay.
So you can either call 311? I'm not sure. Not 311. Okay, you can either call or encourage them to come and get a permit. It's a pretty simple process, and they might not just know.
Thank you. Yeah.
Que el problema más grave es que la cerveza le llenas.
Yeah, Maria said that like the problem is like they put the beer in the coolers. Like,
Van a encontrarlos.
and he says like probably it's gonna be hard to, I guess, find that they're
Mhm.
selling. So
Yeah,
With the rangers on that. Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
We'll be sure to check into that.
Yeah, we
Thanks.
want to make everything like legal, so
See.
there's no problem.
Yep. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Great Lakes Regional Tournament. Justin. I think you're on mute there.
There we go. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so my name's Justin Martinko. In the chat here with me is my supervisor, Christian Smith. We're both representing the National Club Softball Association. We have had this event, the Great Lakes Regional Tournament, in Elkhart, Indiana for the past 10 years. This will be our 11th year in Elkhart. We have been operating in Elkhart at Riverview Softball Complex for the last 10 years, kind of under a general handshake agreement with Chris Haynes at the time. I know he had a medical incident, but at the time we weren't being charged for the field use at the time. And last week I was informed that we would be getting an invoice for $2,200. Now these tournaments we have one in the fall every year. That brings about 12 teams to the area and a bunch of economic impact. These teams bring their players, their parents and fans to hotels and restaurants around the area. So it's a pretty good impact. This year we'll have 8 teams going to that tournament that's taking place this weekend. And we've kind of just always operated on this handshake agreement. We'd like to kind of formalize that and work closer with the Parks and Rec Board to kind of continue this relationship with the city of Elkhart and the National Club Softball Association.
Great. Any questions?
No questions. I appreciate you, wanting to take the right steps to make this official. I think that makes a lot of sense. And from what I can, see here, you guys bring a lot to the community. So this, seems like a win-win. And so we'll go through this formal process and hopefully we can continue to do this going forward.
Yeah, I'll just echo that. I appreciate that. And just being able not just to formalize for you all, but I think we are learning that there are things that we want to be doing consistently for different groups and different people. So I'm happy that this is getting in line with that.
Absolutely.
So thank you for your
Yeah,
part.
I just want to say, if I can say real quick, my name's Christian Smith, Vice President of Softball Operations. That, yeah, we love Elkhart. We've been there for a decade and our teams love it. So we would love to be able to continue that relationship with Elkhart moving forward. So any help financially to make that happen is appreciated.
Absolutely.
Great. Fantastic. All right. I need a motion to approve the use of the softball field here for Great Lakes Regional Tournament for free for the year of 2026 here for this tournament.
A motion to approve the use of the softball field for Great Lakes.
And I heartily second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Awesome. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Okay. All righty. New business matters. First up, the resolution for the Studebaker Pickleball Court dedicated to Rin Sonam.
Good afternoon, Board. Rose Rivera with the Legal Department. I was asked to draft a resolution for Rin Sonem to dedicate the Studebaker pickleball courts to him. He's worked with us for, I believe it's like 29 years and 4 days by the time he'll retire in April. So he's spent a lot of time, I think, at the Elkhart Police Department as a custodian and now here at the Civil Building as a custodian. So we just want to thank him for his service.
Great.
All righty. Any questions?
Nope, you answered them.
I feel curious, is this the first time that this is kind of happening? Have we done this for others? Is it something that we want to continue to do? Like, how do we?
The only other time that I'm aware is when we dedicated, I believe it was a park, and Jameson can probably remind me of the name, but it was a superintendent of parks that had also served 30
That's
years.
right. I believe it's at Island, it might be the Island Park Pavilion.
Canfield, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Canceller, yeah. He was a 33-year park employee, park superintendent, Ken Canceller.
Okay.
So,
Right.
We've also dedicated the field at Riverview to Ed and the
That's right.
concession stands to Ron.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. And we'll need a motion, correct?
Yep. I move that we approve the resolution for this dedication of the pickleball area.
And I second.
All right. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Great. Motion carries. All right. Next, Matt.
Good evening, board members. My name is Matthew Mears. My office here is 229 South 2nd Street, right downstairs. We're looking at the Administration's Policies and Procedures Manual. This is the document that the department created in 2024. It goes through an annual review, and this is just the return to the board when we make any changes to that document to make sure you're aware of them and to ask for reapproval. The changes to the Administrative Policies Procedures Manual, I broke down every line that changed. I want to go ahead and hit on the policies to make sure that those are included in the record. We did change the policy for our scholarship programs as opposed to have it be tied to the school reduced lunch program. We're doing it on an affidavit base this year. We changed the weather-related facility closings. I listed the changes. They're a bit more restrictive for temperature, and they require us to do notifications a little bit differently. And then the other changes throughout the document, we updated for all the staff changes.
I'm not sure if I have it in my packet or not. It's higher up. What page is it?
It's right after the donations. It's like
Oh, okay. Yep. I'm in the wrong place.
top. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got to go back up to the top. Thank you. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it.
We changed the document to include the changes in staff structure, also the changes in the park board member, and then we added 2 new pieces. The first is a continuity of operations plan in case something should happen, where we'll move our operations. In the meantime, how we preserve records. And then after that, we created a crisis communication plan in case of a serious incident. who we contact, who's a spokesman for the department, what are the emergency numbers. And those are the only changes that we added, but I did want to make sure you're aware of those and ask you to reapprove the modifications.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions?
No questions. Very
No,
good.
I'll continue to appreciate the thoroughness and the way that you all have continued to work at organizing and communication. Like, I'm a graphic designer. I love a well-designed sheet of information. So thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, we need a motion to approve the modifications to the administration policies and procedures manual.
I'll motion to approve the administration policies and procedures manual.
And I will second that.
Right, all those in favor?
Yes.
Motion passes. All right. Next here, our summer reading challenge. Jameson?
Yeah, Jameson Zernike, Superintendent for City of Elkhart Parks. I am just want to introduce Trevor Wenzonka with the library. We've continued this partnership over the last few years, and I think it's really successful. But Trevor's in person, and he can speak much better to this.
Right.
Thank you, Jameson. I am Trevor Wenzonka, Elkhart Public Library. This has been a really great addition to our summer reading challenge. So last year we had just more than 2,300 participants in summer reading. We then use like the park passes that hopefully you'll be approving here in a second as rewards. So kids read a certain number of days, they reach those milestones, they get to come in and pick their rewards. And Janelle, who was here earlier from our Oslo branch, was telling Liz and I before the meeting how kids really look forward to this Parks Pass to be able to go explore various amenities in the city, like the splash pad. A couple years ago, we added NIPCO Water and Ice Park at Nikisha's suggestion, and it's just a really great addition. We welcome this partnership. We pay this back with social media mentions and some point of sale advertising inside the libraries with the parks logo on there. We've done videos at the parks, so we do look at that as a partnership. So with that, I'll take any questions that you have, and I'll welcome if you want to raise the number to 1,000 rewards. That would be really great. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I feel curious. I know that this has been going on for a long enough time. Like, have you seen kids that maybe started out doing the program at a very young age? Are they moving through and doing it at older ages? Like, what's your sense of the continuity and how kids are faring, maybe even in schools after they've been doing this, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there a way, are you all, it's not, the passes are not dependent on this, but kind of how are you measuring success then in terms of the kids' actual growth in their reading?
Yeah, we like to feel good about. We don't take it on that this is our success story, but with the schools improving in iRead scores that came out last year,
That's
that's a positive development. And those are all things that we can point to and be proud of. To your point about retention rates, so during COVID, we adopted a reading tracking app. So that has really helped with our statistical gathering and things. And I can tell you that we looked at this early on because we had no real good measure of that when we were just doing everything by paper. Our retention rates are somewhere around 32 to 45% a year. So we're keeping those kids coming back. And, as the marketing guy, I like that because that's my built-in audience. And then I can just go and get more kids to sign on from there. So
Beautiful. Thank you.
It really has been a good exercise for us.
Awesome. I have no questions. I'm a big fan of the library, so I'm all about it.
Yeah.
all right. Motion to approve the 500 free admission coupons for the Summer Reading Challenge 2026.
I'll motion to approve the 500 free admission coupons.
And I will gladly second it.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we have an amendment. to the Rustic Rocks contract.
Yes, Jameson Zaraki again here. So Rustic Rocks has been doing the boulder work that we contracted with them on through High Dive, and it's looking really great. They're nearing their time of completion. He has more hours left that we've already allocated towards his contract, but when we went out there to review, it was evident that some of the boulders had not done as much as we would have liked. They're in the water. And it does look great. We could be happy with the project, but I really want to take it the extra mile and allow people to really see the full effect and protect the erosion over there. And so they quoted us an additional, I believe it's 7,500 or so is on the contract that I don't have in front of me, but we've worked with them, and this should be the final amount of money that they need appropriated to make sure that it looks exactly as we want it to, with the outcroppings and the protection of the boulders or the soil erosion.
And my question there is, I believe from what I read, the labor hours are included within that that amount, correct?
We put in a buffer just in case, but it's up to amount, so he won't bill us for anything that he doesn't work. But we put in a buffer just in case, so it includes the boulder and a little bit more hourly if he needs it. But he does not think he will. But he definitely needs the boulders, so we thought we just put it in there so we didn't have to bring it a third time just in case.
Okay.
Understood. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Motion to approve the amendment to the Rustic Rocks contract.
I move that we approve the amendment for additional boulders and potential for labor, buffer for labor.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Great. Motion carries. Thank you, Jameson.
Thank you.
All right, Liz. Hello.
Hi, good evening. Liz Stabnower, event coordinator for Elkhart Parks and Recreation. Good evening. I'll be out here for
Liz,
a hot minute.
yes, you will.
Let's
Let's pull up a chair.
Right? Get a stool for up here.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
So first up is the grant agreement with Elkhart Festivals, Inc. So this is to allow us to do our fireworks for our Independence Day celebration. So we filter through Elkhart Festivals, Inc. To get Ace Pyro paid. This will be the last year that we have to do it this way. Ace Pyro has agreed for future to do our employment affidavit for all of their employees. So this will be the last time we have to have a go-between. So very exciting.
Do we do any kind of bidding? I mean, I can't imagine there's a lot of.
So we have a 3-year contract with Ace Pyro right now. I'm not sure if there was an actual bid process that went through. So we'll get to figure that out together next year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, I mean, that's a good one, I think.
Great. Motion to approve the grant agreement.
I motion to approve the grant agreement.
All right.
And I second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Yes.
Great. Motion carries. Thank you. Next, the Teague Holt entertainment contract.
So this is for Rhapsody Arts and Music Festival. This will be our main headliner for the full festival. He is an up-and-coming Nashville artist, actually based out of Indy, but doing a lot in this area. So we contracted first, but he also announced that he'll be at the Elkhart County Fair as well at the end of July. So hopefully this gets a lot of good advertising for us as well.
Okay, I did have a question here. Just with the riders in the contract, who is in charge of like these very specific things, like the 40 amps of power? Like, do we make sure we have that?
Yeah, so EA Pro, who you guys approved their contract, is our sound and IT and lighting and all that. So all of that has been sent to them, and they had approved that they can handle that amount of power.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm assuming we've done this plenty of times, it seems like too, but like pretty much every rider on there, including the food, is taken care of.
Correct.
All righty.
I feel curious. This is being a musician. I know that this is not always customary, but when when you all contract with somebody, is there any, especially for somebody that's big, is there any kind of clause where you're able to say, you know, for 60 days, like you wouldn't take another show within,
There is that option.
Mile.
As we grow, that's definitely something we'll
okay.
look into.
Yeah, I mean, as a smaller artist, I don't think that makes sense, right? Like, you don't want to prevent somebody from playing in South Bend and then playing in Goshen. But for something this big, I think to have us have somebody and then
Yeah,
6
so
weeks later, they're playing something
this
else.
is our first year that we've really dealt more with the actual booking agencies and things like that. So as we get bigger and start bringing in bigger shows, that's definitely something we'll need to
Yeah,
look at.
sweet.
All right. Could I get a motion to approve the T Colt Entertainment contract?
I move that we approve the contract as it's outlined here.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next, Caitlin Faust, entertainment contract.
Yep. Also, for Rhapsody, she'll be our first performer on Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. She's local out of South Bend. So she'll be playing during farmers market. So it's very much that calm, easy, wake up morning music.
Yeah. No questions on this one?
No questions?
Questions?
No questions here, no.
All right. Motion to approve the Caitlin Faust entertainment contract.
I motion to approve the Caitlin Faust entertainment contract.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Next, Denny Snyder.
So this is actually for farmers market. So we had him out a couple times. So our farmers market will be doing every other Saturday. We'll have live entertainment out there, usually just solo artists doing, again, just kind of that calming background music, folksy kind of feel. So Denny will be our September 5th at farmers market.
Okay.
Also known as Southside Denny, if you know him better that way.
Oh, got it.
Still doesn't ring a bell.
Any questions?
Nope.
No? All right. Motion to approve the Denny Snyder entertainment contract.
I move that we approve the Denny Snyder contract.
I second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, the Donald Savoy entertainment contract. Thank you. There's two back to back.
There is, and the only reason that they had to be on two separate is because they are at two separate locations. But again, for farmers market, the one on the first one listed at Curgely is September 11th. And the second one is listed for August 8th. That is when we move the farmers market over to Lundquist Bicentennial because of the Grand Prix race downtown.
Makes sense.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions.
No?
No.
All right, we'll do two motions then, correct? All right. Motion to approve the first contract for Donald Savoy entertainment contract at Carzali Park.
I motion to approve the first contract for Donald Savoy.
I will second it.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. Next, motion to approve the second Donald Savoy entertainment contract at Lindquist Park.
I move that we approve the second Donald Savoy Lundquist Park contract.
I second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Yes.
Okay. Motion carries. And then Hillsiders.
Again, Rhapsody, we were able to thankfully, or not Rhapsody, Farmers Market, got it all ahead of myself. Farmers Market, able to put all of these on one contract, but they are going to do 3 dates for us. The upcoming first Farmers Market on May 2nd, June 27th, and August 22nd. And again, entertainment during the Farmers Market.
Okay. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, and we just need one motion since it's the same place, correct? Fantastic. All right, motion to approve the Hillsiders entertainment contract.
I motion to approve the Hillsiders entertainment contract.
And I will second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Next, Memphis Underground Entertainment.
And we're back to Rhapsody. So this will be our actually our opening band on Friday night. Locally out of South Bend, very popular blues group. So it'll be a good intro for King Bee and the Stingers, which is our evening band on Friday night as well.
Okay. Okay, any questions?
Nope.
No questions. All righty. We get a motion to approve the Memphis Underground Entertainment contract.
I will move to, motion to approve the Memphis Underground Entertainment contract.
And I will second it.
All in favor?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Last but not least, the Don Kilgren Entertainment contract.
Yay! So again, Rhapsody. They will be performing the 2:00 the slot on the Saturday of Rhapsody. They are very much, again, another local favorite cover. Keep it upbeat at that 2:00. People like to start just falling asleep around there. So we gotta keep the energy levels up for them.
Awesome. All right, any questions?
No, no questions.
Great. Can I get a motion to approve the Don Kilgren entertainment contract?
I move that we approve the Don Kilgren entertainment contract, excuse me,
I
for
second.
Rhapsody.
I second.
All right, all those in favor?
Yes.
That was a marathon.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, next, softball umpire contracts. Hello.
All right, so Luisa's out, so you're get me, Brianna Pigeon, Parks Office Manager. You're gonna see me for a little bit. We do have to go through the umpire contracts one by one.
Okay,
Even though they are not listed. They are all the same contract, just different names. They are all contracted employees, so they submit their weekly to us and invoice basically, and then we pay them out through the controller's office in a check. And they are paid based on their experience, so most of them are paid the same amount of, I believe it's $30 a game or $35 a game.
Thank you.
All right, so the first umpire contract we have tonight is Jason Holcomb.
Okay, I move that we, oh, you got a call for a motion, excuse me, I'm getting excited.
Well, any questions?
No questions.
All right, yeah. Can I get a motion to approve the first,
Jason Holcomb.
Jason Holcomb's softball umpire contract?
I move that we approve Jason Holcomb's umpire contract.
All those in favor?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Next.
All right, the second softball contract is David Burnett.
Okay. Could I get a motion to approve the softball umpire contract for David Burnett?
I motion to approve David Burnett.
I'm seeing it says Derek on the,
Oh, I'm sorry, it is Derek.
okay.
The next one is David.
All right, we will.
Derek Burnett is our second contract. I apologize.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and redo that then.
Yes.
Could I get a motion to approve the softball umpire contract for Derek Burnett?
I motion to approve the softball contract for Derek Burnett.
I second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Next.
All right, this next one is for David Forrest.
Okay. Great. Could I get a motion to approve the softball umpire contract for David Forrest?
I motion to approve the softball contract, umpire contract for David Forrest.
I will second that.
Okay. All those in favor?
Yes.
And the very last softball contract that we have for tonight is Mike Curry.
Okay. All right, motion to approve the softball umpire contract for Mike Curry.
I will make a motion that we approve the contract for Mike Curry for softball umpiring.
A second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Yes.
Great, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. We have no old business. All right. And then next we have our department report. Is Jameson still moving forward?
I'm here. All right, so let me pull this up, working with both sides. Okay. Wrong one. Bear with me. I'm not used to virtual, so give me a second. Okay, so yeah, apologize for my absence. I'm down here at the Indiana University Executive Development Program. It's a great program. Nate and I are both in it, and so it's a leadership conference down here. So we're doing good things, but unable to be there in person. Consequently, also this week, which is why Louisa is out, she's at Riverview. It kicks off this week, and so we've got multiple leagues going, and would encourage you all to stop over there if you're able to. We plan to do summer, fall, and or summer, spring, summer, and fall again. And so appreciate all the folks who are helping with that. If you know anybody who's looking to be an umpire, as you saw, the wage is fairly nice, and so we're always looking for referees and umpires for our programs. The facilities are moving forward with hiring right now. I think we still have some availability for lifeguards. I think we're okay on concessions, but the hiring season has begun. So looking for some great staff. If you know anyone who's interested in working with us over the summer. As I stated, Rustic Rocks is doing a great job with the boulder work at High Dive Park. We suspect that they'll be done by May 1st, and then we'll do the plantings. We should be ready to go and fully done before Fish Fest. That'll be happening in first weekend of June at the High Dive Park. Finally, CAPRA process. Matt has been doing a great job, as you saw, with the policies. We're working through it. We think we're on track for accreditation for next year, so that work will continue, and you'll see a lot of policies come before you. I am excited to announce that I heard last week that we were fully awarded for our community investment grant through the foundation. So we are receiving $150,000 into Ulrey Park, which is huge.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yep. But yeah, so right now just working through capital projects, new programs, and looking forward to lots of great things.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Jameson. All right, Matt.
Good evening. Same guy I was before.
Hello.
There are two things that I presented for this section of the meeting. The first is the tracking tool that we're using for the strategic plan. No actions required by the board, that's already approved. I just want to make you available. That's the tool that we'll be using to go ahead and do our annual evaluation every year as we make progress along that plan. I put together a packet for CAPRA information, and I can talk a long time about CAPRA, so I'll try and keep it brief. If you take a look at the documentation I sent, we've got several policies that are under legal review right now. Areas of focus that we're looking at over this month and the next month. We'll be focusing on communication. That's going to include our marketing plan and our ethics and coordination. We're doing a community engagement plan also. That should be coming before you, as I say, this month or next month. Emergency management is something we'll be doing over the next couple of months. That includes risk management and safety management. I'm working with Nate on that. And then we're also looking on land use policies, how we acquire lands, how we dispose of lands, and what the criteria that we're using. Those are the things that are either in the chute for legal or that I'm still polishing up. To give you kind of an overview of the process, CAPRA has 10 chapters. I'll just go through the chapters really quickly. The first is planning. And agency direction. We're in excellent shape from that. That comes largely from the work that we've done on laying down the master plan foundations. The second chapter is administration. That's kind of how we do our operations. You've seen some of those policies come through. We're in good shape with that. The third is the planning process. We're strong with that. Human resources. Probably the weakest part that we've got is we need to redefine our orientation program. We'll be building that and making sure it's consistently applied to all new hires so they know about our mission, vision, and values and how to use the emergency call numbers and the safety procedures. Number 5 is finance. That's all pretty straightforward, by state law. I am doing a modification to some of our purchasing policies that'll be coming up soon. 6 and 7 are programs and facilities. Luis is the master of that, so it's a matter of documenting her processes and making sure we can show how the comments we get from the public impact our selection of programs. Number 9, of course, is marketing. I already told you I'm going to be addressing that. And 10 is the evaluation process. How we go ahead and take a look at our progress on the strategic plan, how we improve that, and how we apply what we learned to next year. Just have to make sure we've got that virtual cycle. So that's the 10 chapters of CAPRA. As Jameson mentioned, our target is to go for accreditation at the summer of next year. The way it works is we'll do initial application. We'll create a self-assessment plan, which proves how we meet each of these standards. It's a trust but verify system. So they want to see the documentation for every step of the process. I intend to have that done December 31st. They'll take a look for any glaring conflicts or shortcomings. Then we'll schedule a visitation. That'll probably be in the middle of the summer. They'll send 2 or 3 visitors who work in the field to take a look at our operations, to make sure it all makes sense, to get a good understanding of how our operations actually work. And then the final results will be determined at the national convention, which should be next October.
Awesome.
And there's a lot of steps for us to adjust and back out. I think we're in excellent shape.
And visitations next summer, correct?
That's correct, yeah. We'll have that date probably, my guess is December or January.
Okay.
They'll need to make sure that we're in good shape with our self-assessment report before they'll schedule a group to come out. But then they'll find the best magic team and availability.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, nice work.
I think one of the, I shared this with Jameson too, one of the places of congruence, I think it kind of came up with the permit that, you know, people had been sort of using the park for a while and then it's like, oh, now we need a permit, or how we determine who gets fees waived and how do we determine who does not. I mean, I feel like that's an area of growth for us, and that can be really confusing for some people in the public. Like, you know, how do I even know that I qualify, and what are the steps to actually ask the board, you know, can we waive this fee for this or that? So I'll just raise that as a place of consistency, at least I would like to see.
Yeah, there are 3 different ways that I direct myself. One is the absolute requirements of CAPRA. I'll take care of those. And the other 2 are what Jameson or what the board directs me to focus on. So if your intent is, let's take a look at smoothing out this process, I'll do it.
Yep. No, I mean, I'll just put it out there. I will let you and Jameson sort out what your focus should be. So I'm just naming that as it might fit in administration or one of these other places. Yeah. Thank you.
Did you have any questions about the process or where we're at or how the operations are going to unfold?
No, really good work. I think this, it's well laid out, and I'm excited.
Yeah, it's like eating an elephant of chocolate ice cream.
Elephant.
One bite at a time.
One little bite at a time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Or a soybean.
Or soybean. Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Liz.
Not an elephant.
All right, Liz, again, I will also be here for Mandy and Louisa, so hang out for a while. So we'll start with the events report. So since we last saw you, we did have our spring artisan market over at McNaughton Pavilion. Ended up with 17 vendors, about 161 attendees. So it was really good. Again, the people that are coming are buying. So the vendors are always very happy. But we will be kind of reevaluating both indoor farmers market and artisan markets and how we conduct them for the coming fall and winter, because they're still great. But there's, I think, some open opportunities for us as well.
Yeah.
So again, farmers market this past Saturday, April 11th, 20 vendors. We celebrated National Volunteer Week a little bit early. So we had a couple nonprofits out there that were supporting their volunteer efforts, and about 200 attendees. So people are getting really excited for that markets to come back. So with that, our upcoming events, Saturday, May 2nd, first outdoor farmers market at Curgely Park. So definitely come out and see us. We'll have live entertainment. Right now, the last count was 46 vendors will be out there. So really excited to get back out into the nature. And we will have farmers market t-shirts for sale this year. So swing by the office, we'll definitely get you set up. The front will be our normal farmers market logo, and then we'll have all of 2026 seasonal vendors on the back. So we're really excited about that. Also, still have applications open for a couple of items. The first one being our Memorial Day Parade that we're hosting alongside, obviously, the city as a whole on Monday, May 25th. And then our first Art Walk Wednesday is coming up on Wednesday, May 27th. So we had our committee meeting today and it went really well. We're in a really good spot and can't wait to see what that brings this year. Any questions on the events side of the
Is the Memorial Day parade similar to the December parade and for Christmas?
Very different. So Winterfest, obviously celebrating winter and the holiday season. We have the lighted parade. Memorial Day is definitely remembering all of those soldiers and people that have served in the past. So we do get kind of more somber with that one, but we do partner with a lot of agencies that support veterans, and it's more of that service day. So.
Okay. Fantastic. Cool. Next, you're going for Mandy.
I'll be here for Mandy.
All right.
And she's been doing a great job. So she apologizes for not being here today, but so we'll start with the Root Crew, which is our official name of our volunteer group. And we had our first Community Green Day at Riverwalk on March 20th. Community members, city employees, board members, and we even had a council member come out, filled 10 trash bags just from a very small section, unfortunately, of the Riverwalk, kind of going from Island Park down to the McDonald's, kind of the main or the Jackson Bridge. So, but thank you to everyone that came out for that. And Mandy will be scheduling more of those kind of pop-up cleanup days. So you come out on your lunch break and do a quick afternoon. Really easy. We provide everything for you. We were supposed to have our first corporate service days last week on April 14th and 15th. Weather caused us to push them. So the first one was actually yesterday, the one at Ideal Beach. They came out, they did a great job, spread mulch everywhere, did a little bit of leaf cleanup. So that was really happy to have them out there. And then the tree planting, I think, is rescheduled for Thursday or Friday of this week. Truma will be coming back for their annual spring cleanup this coming weekend at the Woodlawn Nature Center. This is their second year doing that for Earth Day. So really excited to have them back on board. Then we will be joining the Community Foundation on over at Sterling Park, and also part of like the Pumpkin Vine Trail as well to celebrate Trails Day on April 25th. The volunteer total so far this year, 124 hours have been donated by 45 volunteers, and that involves a financial impact of $4,313.96 that we've saved, us as a department and the city as a whole.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
to the volunteers.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, we appreciate all of that. And also be looking at our website for more, because all of our events coming up always have volunteer opportunities, and obviously more cleanup days will be coming as well.
Are there age minimums at all?
So if you're, yes. So 14 and younger need to have parent with them. And then they also need to have a waiver signed. 15, 16-year-olds don't need to have parent present, but they do need to have it signed by a parent. And then 17 and older, just sign our normal waiver. They're allowed to do it themselves.
And waivers are available?
On our website. So as soon as you sign up for a specific, the waiver is available to you. If you come into the office or you're just kind of a show up volunteer, Mandy always has the electronic version as well to sign.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you again to the volunteers. Next, again, for Lisa.
And now I'm Louisa. Louisa's hanging out over at Riverview, hopefully not getting too wet right now. For our first night of softball. So thank you for filling those shoes for people that are hanging out learning things. I promise I'm not going to be able to read it as fast as she normally does, and I'm probably just going to hit the highlights. But she did have a couple of programs that have ended since the last meeting, which was our Studebaker Family Trail Hike. Unfortunately, that did get rescheduled, but we do currently have 5 families registered for that. All of her current programs, right now they're doing their youth co-ed soccer league over at Studebaker. They have 3 to 4-year-olds, 5 to 7-year-olds, and 8 to 12-year-old groups. Their family Nerf night was held over at Woodlawn on March 20th and April 17th. They had 7 registered family members for that. Let's Get Organized was this past weekend over at the Woodlawn Nature Center. They had 12 participants. The Teen Photography Clinic is coming up this Saturday from 10 to 12. I do know there's still room in that one. So if you have any kiddos that need some help with their photography, sign them up for that one. Photography Workshop is coming up Tuesdays, April 14th through May 19th. And they have 7 registered for that. The Spring Play Party, which is your 0 to 4-year-olds over at Woodlawn Nature Center, was held March 18th and 19th. They had 4 registered for that. Plant Bingo, I know heard went really well with 40 registered participants for the first one.
My word.
And currently 20 registered for the next one, which is next week. So there's still room to sign up. Spring Sports Clinics are your ranges from 2 to 7-year-olds. So that's soccer, t-ball, and tennis. They have their STEAM Spring Camp over at McNaughton. That was April 6th through the 10th. They had 32 participants. As I stated, they had Riverview starts up tonight. So Tuesdays Men Rec League, Tuesdays Men Upper League, and then on Thursdays will be the Thursday Co-ed League and Thursdays Men's 40 Plus League. Are they still open for that one, registration, or is that closed? Okay. Pickleball clinics will be starting up March 24th through the 26th, April 21st through the 23rd, and May 19th through the 21st, 19th through the 21st, 6 registered. Stillness in the Woods, which is for ages 14 and older over at Woodlawn, will be happening on Saturday, May 2nd. They have 5 registered for that. Woodlawn Nature Center, museum tour and guided hike. That'll be for our older community members, ages 50 and older over at Woodlawn Nature Center on Tuesday, May 19th. We are starting to promote more of our NIBCO events. So they do have a teen night over at NIBCO, which is ages 13 to 17. That'll be on Friday, May 29th. So if you have any, again, teenage kiddos that need something to do, sign them up. And last but not least, the Sunrise Serenity Kayak, which I'm really excited about this one, ages 18 and older, doing the Sunrise Kayak on Saturday, May 9th.
Awesome.
What's the maximum amount of registrants for that one? I see 3 are registered, but do we know? The Sunrise.
The Serenity Kayak.
18 and older, it's the last one on May 9th.
Give me 1 second, I'm looking for you.
In the meantime, if I could ask a
Yeah.
question that you may or may
I will
not.
try my best.
For the spring sports clinics, are those our parks team, showing them how to play t-ball, tennis, stuff like that?
It is very instructional on that level. So it's teaching all the basics and getting right in there, making sure. So I know they did the t-ball one last night, and the videos that I saw, it really was like parents standing behind kid, and they're literally just learning how to throw that ball
Sure.
just to play catch. So it is just kind of teaching those very basics of each of those sports.
Nice.
Out of curiosity, if there are volunteers that want to or would be willing, we'd be happy to have them.
Very much so.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So for the Serenity Kayak, we have two different categories for that. One is a bring your own kayak.
Okay.
And we have up to 15 spots for that and 2 are registered. And for the kayak rental, we have 5 spots total with 3 rented.
Okay, got it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a big deal. Thank
So
you.
if you want your own kayak rental.
Bring your own, yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
My only question was for the men's 40+ league. It looks like we only have 1 registered team. Or is that,
That was as of last week. Did we
Okay.
get any more signed up?
So unfortunately, that team decided they were not going to play with our other leagues. We did give them the option since no other team signed up. So they decided to go ahead and get a refund.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
So then that slot would be open for Thursdays, 6 to 10, maybe. Have we been open to like a kickball league, an adult kickball?
So for that time, what they'll do is they will up the amount of games they do a night and get the league going faster.
Because it will play the same time as the other league on Thursdays.
Makes sense.
The co-ed
Yeah.
league.
Okay, I see that.
We did kickball at one point.
Did we do kickball?
I know they've tried kickball in the past. It's been a couple years. It never really took off, unfortunately. Happy to put that bug in their ear again and
I'm looking for kickball. I wanted to, yeah.
If you get your team and the opposing team, then y'all.
And I think that's where it was. There was like 2 teams signed up last time. They just kind of like.
Well, then you think that
I play.
the softball you play or the kick. All right. Questions later. All right, great. Anything else here? Did we get the Serenity?
Yes,
Techno?
thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. And
I
then
am done for the evening.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you.
talk to you after. Thank you. All right. All right, the Ranger report.
Ranger.
Right. Hello, range report for March. Yay, warm weather, right? So that helped boost the range park activity from February, which was 834 to 1,653, which is almost double. Temperatures was up almost 50% from last month, 56 and high and low 34. Ranger engagement, we were able to help about 2,178 patrons in the park. Some capacity, whether just answering questions or offering presents and just saying hello. Sometimes that's all they need, you know? For events, March 20th, Ranger Larry assisted with a cleanup at Riverwalk. And March 8th, Ranger Nathan removed graffiti from the dock at Hayden Park. If it's a small amount of graffiti, we try to take the burden off buildings and grounds who are busy around this time. March 14th, Ranger Cody reported a small tree to dispatch that had fallen onto a power line at Baker Park. The fire department contacted the AEP about monitoring it after deeming it safe for the public. March 15th, Ranger Cody reported a fallen tree at Studebaker Park that broke a portion of pavement on the walking path. This was a time when just the crazy winds and rainstorms. March 13th, Ranger Nathan located a group of 4 kits at American Park. They were left on a shirt. He delivered them safely to rescue, release, repeat for aid. And March 25th, Ranger Cody located a backpack at Edgewater Park that contained a BB gun. Dispatch sent an out-and officer who ran the serial number and said it was safe for disposal.
Okay.
What is a kit?
Baby raccoons.
Oh, yes, that's what I thought.
So, yeah, we were out patrolling. He noticed baby raccoons on a shirt. Somebody just left it there, didn't want it on their property perhaps. And
Baby raccoons on a shirt.
yeah, so we called a rescue place that would take them and took care of them.
Great, thank
Yep.
you.
It might be a silly question, but I'm curious. Is Frolf or Frisbee golf included in the at Island Park. It's really neat.
Mhm.
I want to try,
Yeah.
but I would have a Frisbee be in the water.
I'll be glad to take you out there. We'll both be bad.
All right.
Okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. What do we do with the discs?
Yeah, if they have, sometimes they have numbers on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I like it.
Neat.
No
All right.
questions from me.
Great. No
Thank you
questions.
so very much.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Stay warm, stay dry.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Any correspondence? Nothing? Anything else? Great. All right. I need a motion to, for adjournment of the meeting.
I will motion to adjourn the meeting.
I will second it.
All right. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
All opposed? None? All right. Meeting is adjourned.
I take my yes.